Day two after the treatment. We're gonna hope y'all can actually see this. Did a little bit of curl touch up. No gel. We didn't use the gel. That gel was a little bit heavy. The light gonna mess up. See if I can take this side down. I should probably took it down before I did this, but since I didn't, let's see if we can not mess up the light. Get the curl definition on camera. Hopefully y'all can see it. I be trying some of the pictures. I don't think show good definition. When I go to play on a mannequin, it's gonna be a little bit easier. But while we still trying to do the result part, now this side is from the very first day when I did the treatment. So nothing. Ooh, I'm gonna mess up the light. Y'all work with me here. Okay, so this is just from when I did the treatment. No, nothing other than the very first day I did use the styling gel to help style it. Well, I just wanted to test it low key, but this is just no extra product being added after the very first day. So this is literally after the first treatment. That would be what it's looking like. And I mean, I could tell I used the gel, but as far as the moisture goes, we in there, we in there. Not crunchy or nothing like that. So, we're gonna do about like I track the second treatment and then I would track probably the third treatment. I probably track the treatments throughout the year to be honest about it, just to kind of see. That is with product and a little bit of girl definition, girl defining techniques. And this is just after the treatment, a little bit of product that very first day, and then nothing else. So we gonna try to do a little comparison on the back because I ain't set up like that right now. So we gonna just do this, and I hopefully you can see the little definition that is there without me actually trying to define it at all. At least on this side you can kind of see. And then this is my natural curl pattern. So want to see how the treatment incorporates and worry about maintaining some little bit of moisture. But that's it for now. And you, it's funny how when you do different things to your hair, how it looks, it gives you different results. Give you different results. But I'll be back. Today we're gonna be a little bit on the informal side, put it that way. And as a cosmetologist that knows the importance of scalp care, I just want to go ahead and acknowledge a few things, okay? Now, healthy hair starts with a healthy scalp, right? And you have scalp conditions, right? Now, as a cosmetologist, we are able to identify what scalp conditions are, and then we cannot diagnose you or recommend medications for you. But what we can do is if we are aware of a scalp condition and there's no abrasions or dermatologists or things like that that we are able to identify, then we can address your scalp condition. Okay. Now, if it's a severe scalp condition, then we would recommend you to go to a dermatologist or, well, mainly a dermatologist because it did with skin. However, it's not, it wouldn't be unfeasible for you to consult a track someone who works in trichology, okay? Trichologists, if you will, okay? So somebody who specializes in scalp care and disorders, okay? So it wouldn't be a bad idea to consult them as well as a dermatologist if your stylist notice there's scalp conditions going on and they have to recommend you to seek further professional advice. Then you can come back to us and then we can continue to work on and maintain your scalp condition. Now, tricky part. The tricky part is dry scalp because dry scalp could be an indication of lack of moisture or it could be an indication of dandruff. The scalp condition dandruff, we cannot diagnose or recommend medications for. That's where a dermatologist would come in at. Okay. However, when it comes to trying to maintain a scalp condition, or if you want to kind of see if you could if you could tell the difference between it being a dry scalp versus dandruff, which you if you go you could kind of tell, and then some people's scalps just need that extra little maintenance with it. Okay, so there is a slight difference. You just got to know how far it goes. But as far as scalp conditions go and maintaining it, then there are some maintenance retail level shampoos conditioners that we will use to help you maintain it, or if we feel like it's more of a dry scalp situation, then you know we take the steps to address it, clear up your scalp, and then get moisturizing or hydration treatments going to kind of see if that helps clear up your scalp. In the meantime, we still will probably, if we kind of have a feeling that it might not, if it looks more like dandruff, it's going to probably take a little time for you to be able to tell the difference, or because they're similar. It's just that simple. They're similar. They are similar. So it's a little tricky when it comes to the dry scalp condition, but we can also just go ahead and treat it as a dry scalp condition and still recommend you go to the dermatologist to confirm or deny whether it's something more like a dandruff scalp condition. And then if they say that it's more dandruff versus an actual dry scalp, then we would have to incorporate what they say and recommend that you do. But scalp conditions, maintaining your scalp conditions is good. Identifying scalp disorders is also a plus because then you actually know when to recommend them to somebody who's able to diagnose, treat, and recommend what needs to be done for your head. Okay, dry scalp, on the other hand, is something completely different. That we can help maintain. That scalp condition doesn't need a diagnosis. It just needs regimen tweaking. So, a clean scalp, a healthy scalp is very much important. And I am that cosmetologist that push for a clean, healthy scalp that will lead to healthy hair. It doesn't matter how you want to style it. It just matters that is a part of your health. So on them days where you want to look and feel your best, you want to razzle dazzle your hair a little bit, you can. On them days you just want to let your little fro go or let your hair little dangle, you can. But I do know it gets to be tricky when it comes to cosmetologists and scalp conditions, and I know it could be a little bit confusing, but the most confusion comes in to where it's a dry scalp or if it's dandruff. There's some treatments out there that will help you clear your scalp off, and then you could kind of watch how often it happens. You could try to, incorporate something. Your stylist will help you, or your cosmetologist will help you, your loctician can help you. There's people in the fields that specialize in certain areas and learning certain things in that one area to be able to offset or to rectify anything or any concern that you address them with. So when you see me pushing a lot of the scalp care, healthcare type of situation, just know there is a slight difference between dry scalp needing moisture and dandruff needing a recommendation to get diagnosed and medication. Healthy hair starts with scalp care. And with that, I will be back.